Hi everyone. In the previous class, we have seen the concept of flexbox, which is meant for to create a flexible layout. In this, we have seen two kind of terms specifically. One is flex container, which is meant for uh, to store the data, where like for example child elements are those all those are going to store this flex container. And we have seen one more kind of term which we call as flex items. These are all we call it as items of the flex container, or we can simply call it as child items. Child item. In today's class, we will see a real-time example how to use this flexbox concept. Yeah. For that, I have taken one example which will clearly explain how to create navigation bar with the help of flexbox concept. Yeah. So this navigation bar already I have explained. So we can able to visualize this navigation bar either horizontally, or we can visualize this in the form of vertical navigation bar. Already in the previous classes, I have defined how to convert a horizontal navigation bar into vertical navigation bar with the help of float property as well as width property. So what I did, so whenever a small screen size will appear, I am going to use a media query. Through that media query, I am going to apply that float property as none, and width property I am going to define something. Yeah. So this is what we did without the help of flexbox concept. Yeah. If you observe that, I will open that code flexbox home.html. So this is the thing for this. So this is the top navigation. For this, I applied the navigation. Yeah. Before that, I'll go for the navigation. I think home.html. Yes. Observe here clearly. So this is a kind of horizontal navigation bar, and this is a vertical navigation bar. Whenever I am trying to reduce the screen size, this horizontal navigation bar will be converted to a vertical navigation bar. Vertical navigation bar. So this is what we did with the help of uh, float and width property also. You can observe here. So this file is linked to krishna.css. I will open that krishna.css file. Yeah. Here you can observe. So this is the top navigation bar. So for that I have defined the float as left, and I have used some kind of borders, all those list type as none, all those I have used. Meanwhile, so I have used a media query. So whenever the screen size is a maximum of 600 pixel, I am going to make the float property as none, and I am going to define the width as 100 pixel. That is the reason it is getting uh, the size like this. Float as none. Yeah. Fine. Now, the same concept we can able to achieve it through the concept of flexbox. The concept of flexbox, but without using this float and width properties. Yeah, fine. So for that, what I will do is I will take one simple navigation bar. I'm going to use HTML5 elements, navigation element. Fine. I will take one another list. In that I will take all the list items. So for example, I'm going to take one anchor tag ahref equal to, for example, I'm not taking anything, any kind of website hash. Yeah, instead of that, why can't I go for copy this one? I will copy this entire thing. I'll copy it from L. Yes, guys. Now you can observe. I'm going to refresh. Yeah, fine. Now you got the list items along with all the anchor tags. All the anchor tags. Now what you have to do, you have to make some kind of styles, right, for this one. Yeah. For that, what I will do, I will go for this CSS flex.css, where I am going to make the horizontal navigation bar. Yeah. Fine. So first, for this one, I'm going to define the background color as some light hash triple three. Yeah. For the another list, I need to remove the bullet symbols. That is why I'm taking the list style type. The list style type as none, and Around this one, I am going to define some kind of padding, 10 pixel, and I am going to define the margin also 10 pixel, 10 pixel. Yeah, fine. Now you can observe what happened. All are arranged like this. Yeah, I have removed all the things, all the bullets. That is the reason list style type has none. And what I will do is I can remove this underlines also. Yeah, where these underlines are available in anchor tags. Now another list in that li in that child item is anchor tag. For this anchor tag, with the help of text decoration, with the help of this text decoration, I can make simply so that those decorations will be removed. Yeah, so I would like to change the colors. The color as let me take white color, and I'm going to take some kind of margin, take 15 pixel. Padding also I will take 10 pixel. Observe guys, yeah. So these are kind of links. Uh, so, so to make it clear visualization of that, I'm going to define some border radius as 5 pixel. Uh, yes, fine. What I will do is I need to make it a kind of look and feel. Yeah. So for that, what I will do is, so whenever I place a cursor, I need to highlight this. So that what I will do is I will go for hovering effect. Now on order list in that anchor tag, on this if I place a cursor, I'm going to change some kind of background color to hash 555. Observe, if I place cursor, it is going to do some kind of operation. Yeah, but thing is so is it look a good? No. So I would like to convert this into a vertical navigation. Sorry, this is a vertical navigation bar. I would like to make it converted to horizontal navigation bar. So to make it horizontal navigation bar, what I can do, simply these list items I am going to make it the float as none, float as left side property. Instead of that, what I can do is, so I can make this as a flex container. So with the help of simply display equal to flex, I can do that. What happen automatically, these are going to convert it into this kind of thing. Fine. So this much simply you can use this flex box concept. Yes. So fine. If you would like to if you would like to adjust this over the entire screen, I can go for justify the content. So you know the meaning of justify content, which is meant for whether I want to provide uh, space between the elements or space around the elements or whatever it may be. So that you are going to define with respect to the main axis. With respect to the main axis, align items are going to arrange the items with respect to the cross axis. Yeah, fine. For example, I would like to provide space around between all the elements. Observe. Yeah. So, for example, I can go for some kind of more look and feel. Instead of that, what I can do is I can go for this alignment of this text to the center. Yeah, fine. So, what I can do is now hyphen another list hyphen text centers. This property is yes. Okay, fine. Mm, so actually, my requirement is I would like to increase this size. So what is this anchor tag, right? Around the content, I would like to provide some kind of space. For example, I would like to provide some kind of 20 pixel. To increase on all the sides. So it's enough. It's enough so that it will, or else I'll go for padding hyphen left. Why not? I don't bother about this look and feel all the things. Yeah, I just want to show these things. Fine. So I have arranged all this. So if we go for something like uh, flex direction, for example, I'm going for defining the flex direction. By default it is row wise, right? So what I will do is I will go for row reverse. Row reverse, you can observe the output. First SKLM node with RK value ongol. Now it's, you can check the output. SKLM node with RK value ongol from the reverse side. So this is the way you can change the uh, content. You can change the content. I don't want to do like this. I will keep it as it is. Now what my requirement is, whenever I minimize the screen, observe, whenever I minimize the screen, there is no problem here. But if I have multiple links, all are going to arrange. Observe, now what happened, all are going to arrange in some kind of zigzag manner. Yeah, some kind of unambiguous, like look and feel is not good. Yeah. So instead of that, what I can do is, if my width of the screen is decreases around 680 pixel, some 600 pixel, I can go for converting this flex direction into a column wise, so that it look feel good. So for that, what I can do is to identify the size of the screen, media, where I can use screen, and I can go for, if it is a maximum width, I can go for like 600 pixel. If the maximum width of the screen is 600 pixel, I need to define some set of properties. What are those? I can able to convert this flex uh, flex direction into some column path. That's it. This much simple. You don't need to convert. You don't need to use all those. Observe, guys. Like this, you can use this. See, observe. If you got like this, whenever you reduce the screen size, it is going to convert into some kind of this thing. Fine. So I need to make some kind of alignment. Yes, fine. So this is the way we can able to convert, like we can able to use this flexbox concept to implement a navigation bar. So I hope you understood this concept clearly. Thank you.